Well, here we are at the CBA Canik offices, and I'm going to do a quick rundown on my competition guns that I'm shooting for the match. I actually brought two guns. One is the original Canik SFX Rival, the polymer frame, and our new SFX Rival-S, which is the steel frame. And I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison of the two pistols. Let's check it out. This is the Rival. So it's a polymer frame. This particular one has a brass backstrap. So back in 2019, early 2020, when we released this was an easy way to increase the weight of that polymer frame. With the new iteration, the Rival-S, this adds an additional 12.5 ounces of frame weight to the bottom of the gun. And what that does, it helps with the non-reciprocating mass really soak up that recoil. So where the polymer frame Rival is a fast shooting gun, but it has the kind of a snappy feel, if you will. The steel frame, the Rival-S, soaks up that recoil really, really well and makes it a more controllable, softer feeling gun to shoot. Functionally, the guns are identical. So they're both semi-automatic 9mm. They both have a 5-inch barrel. They both have a fiber optic front sight, very aggressive front cocking serrations on the front of the slide. They both have an adjustable target rear sight, so you can dial in your exact point of aim, point of impact with this rear sight setup. It has an ambidextrous slide release. So if you're a right-handed shooter or a left-handed shooter, you can manipulate the slide and drop that, no problem. With the Rival series pistols, this was the first one that incorporated our 90-degree flat break aluminum trigger. So this one has a very short throw, very short reset, and it breaks at a straight 90-degree angle. So this is a very predictable trigger, very consistent trigger, and is one of the characteristics that make the Canik such a good shooting pistol, is the way that trigger integrates with your trigger finger, allowing you to shoot fast as well as accurately. A lot of people don't know, but the Rival, which came out in, I think, 2020, was designed before the Mete frame series, which was released first. When we were doing the design work on the Rival frame, all of the design characteristics we incorporated into the Mete frame as well. So we have our flared magwell at the bottom of the grip, so that allows for very fast reloads. Our contouring up at the back strap allows for a real high grip and lets you put your fingers as high in the gun as you can. So that reduces that height over bore axis, giving you a little bit better controllability of the pistol. So we incorporated those into the Rival as well, that was released in 2020. And then a couple years later, the Rival-S came out. So the Rival is a great pistol if you're, one, a little bit more cost conscious. So it's quite a bit cheaper than the Rival-S. And being 12.5 ounces lighter, if you're carrying it all day, that's a huge advantage. Or if you're shooting something like Steel Challenge, where transitions target to target and the draw are very important, you might be better off going with the Rival because it's lighter. But if you're shooting something like USPSA or IPSC, the heavier weight on the frame gives you that softer recoil impulse, and a lot of people will shoot multiple shots on a single target faster with that heavier pistol, letting you be fast and more accurate that way. So that is kind of the differences between the original Canik Rival and the Rival-S. So this is what I'll be shooting tomorrow at the Ultimate IPSC, and we're gonna have a great time. So my name is Nils Jonasson with Canik, and I will see you guys on the range.